Happy New Year, everyone. I hope your homeschooling is going really well. No doubt you're still having a little bit of difficulties trying to navigate Zoom not working or things freezing, but thank you for your patience and hanging in there. I've been really impressed. I've gone around and I've seen some of the online meetings that are taking place, and it's really great to see so many of you joining that. So today I'm going to be talking about a new year, 2021. We had lots of hopes and lots of dreams for 2021, and some of those probably haven't started the way that we thought they would. But before I begin, I'd like to show you a clip, and it's actually of a film. And I'm just going to share my screen. And this film is about a man, and it's actually set in a point in history where he is in a time machine. Now, no doubt all of us would wish we were in a time machine right now that we could just inject ourselves out of the situation we're in. But anyway, let me play it for you and then we'll come back. So I'm just going to share this now with you. And here we go. So I'm not sure if you've actually seen that movie or not, but it's about traveling in time. And one of the things that we do in our household is sometimes at night time when it's difficult to get to sleep, we pretend that we are in a spaceship and we can travel anywhere we want in the world. And sometimes we jump on our spaceship and we pretend that we're going to Australia so that we get to see all our friends and our family that are over there. Sometimes we go back to a favourite memory that we had, and so we can just zoom off in our minds and think of those places, and sometimes that helps us to relax a bit more. And now, no doubt, when we looked here, when we began 2020, a year ago, who would have thought that we would be in our houses most of the time, having home learning and things like that, and there was a coronavirus. We had no idea what to expect or that it was even going to happen. So now, you know, after being here and we're in lockdown again, wouldn't it be great if we could just get in a spaceship and travel off somewhere and leave all that behind? But, you know, there are some things that we may not like in the situation that we're in, but there's also a lot of things that we can be thankful for, and we can be thinking about how we want to create our future to be, and think about what are the things we're hoping for in the future. I don't know about you, but New Year is often comes with things like New Year's resolutions, or setting a few goals or things that you want to work towards. I know for me, one of those things that I'm wanting to work towards is getting fitter. So I've been trying to walk to work a little bit more. I'm trying to get a little bit more sleep, eat a little bit more healthily. I wonder what some things are that you might be wanting to try out and achieve this year that we can do, even though the circumstances are a little bit different. And I know probably some of you, I don't know me, I felt a little bit disappointed that some of the things that I would have loved to have done, I can't do. Things that I'm missing out on and feeling a bit sad about is having holidays together and being able to see my friends and neighbours and people that are close to me. The good thing that's happened is that I have been able to spend time Zooming in with my family over in Australia and Zooming in with other friends and trying to connect with them those ways rather than being able to see them in person. So it's better than nothing. But, you know, as we look to the future, some of us might be feeling excited about how things are. When I looked at the Year Sixes online this morning, they were all there with their headphones and listening to their teacher teaching, and I thought, wow, they're already getting ready, almost like a secondary sort of feel. And no doubt some of them may be excited about moving on later on this year to secondary school. But some might feel a little bit nervous or a bit afraid about that. So we may all have mixed feelings about what the future holds. And that's okay. That's absolutely fine that we would think different ways about things. And sometimes it's quite hard to predict because we don't know how long we're going to be in lockdown for. We don't know when we're going to be all back in school together. So there's lots of unknowns as well. But one of the things Christians believe is that even though we can't see in the future, we can't get in a space machine and travel off and imagine what it's going to be like in the year's time, or even in 2 years, 5 years' time. What we do know is that God is always with us. Under any circumstance, whether it's good or bad, he says that he's always here. And Christians believe that God is bigger than time. And so he is able to hold us in these uncertain times, and it gives us a sense of hope. So just hold on to that. And what I'm going to ask you to do now is just have a moment to think for a minute. What are the things you're hoping for this year? Just have a moment to think. What things would you like to achieve this year? Maybe it's something in your maths you want to improve, or maybe it's your spellings, you want to really get better at those. Or maybe it might be something practical like making your bed every day. What are your hopes and dreams for your friends and for your family this year? And now I want you to think about what's something that might be worrying you right now. Maybe some things that you're not quite sure about. And remember that all those things, none of those things are too big for God, so that you can pray and you can spend some time just knowing that it's okay to feel that way, and there's always someone there that you can talk to and be with. In fact, in the Bible, it says, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. So it says, don't look too far in the future. Just concentrate on what's here and now. And that's probably a good way. Just take one day at a time. Often people say take one step at a time. And know that at some point we can all come together again and celebrate being back together. So now let's just close with a prayer. So if you want to close your eyes and you can just listen to this prayer or just think about what I'm saying. Dear God, thank you that you are with us in every situation. You know how different and unexpected the last few months have been. Help us to remember that you are always with us. Amen. Thank you, everyone, and I will see you next week. Bye.